allow yourself to settle into the surface of whatever it is that you're lying or sitting on. And maybe just separate the hands and let the hands just face palm upwards. And just take a gentle breath inwards. And now as you exhale, just turn the palms over to face to the floor. Think about any stress, any tension just falling away from the hands. So as you inhale, just turn the hands over again. Think about breathing in. And as you exhale, just turn the hands over. Let any tension fall away from the fingers. Just one more like this. We're just going to breathe in, turn the palms up to the ceiling, and then as you exhale, just turn the hands over. Let the palms rest either onto the arms of the chair or onto your thighs. So we're just slowly and gently breathing in. If it's comfortable, breathe in through the nose, and we're just gently exhaling through the mouth. So as you breathe in, just starting to think about a gentle colour, a favourite colour, just gradually absorbing into your mind and slowly circulating around the body. Each time you exhale, just think of that colour settling down into the surface where you're connecting either with the chair, with the bed, or with the carpet that you're lying on. So each time you breathe in, just bringing in a little bit more of that colour that you've chosen. Each time you exhale, think of that colour just sinking down towards the base of your body that's connected either to the ground or the surface that you're in contact with. So with each inhale, think about a calming sensation just gradually moving through the body, and as you exhale, feel that sensation becoming just a little bit heavier, just the colour becoming just a little bit deeper, a little bit more intense. So you're just drawing in and then letting that colour sink down. Each time you breathe in, think about that colour just moving through the body, gradually filling up all the space inside your body. As you exhale, letting it settle down towards the surface. So with each in-breath, think of the colour gradually moving towards the edge of the body, all around the inside surface of the head, around the throat, around the neck. When you exhale, think about the back of the head, making more contact with the surface, the colour just settling down, drawing you towards the surface you're resting on. Think about that colour spreading across the shoulders, down through the arms, past the elbows, down into the fingertips. As you exhale, the hands just becoming heavier, just settling into the surface they're resting on. Thinking about the edge of the fingers gently melting down into the surface. Thinking about that colour just spreading around the rib cage, moving gently in and out with the rib cage as you're breathing. Each time you exhale, think of the colour just gently intensifying, drawing you down into the surface you're resting on. That colour gradually filling the lower part of your body, moving down through the belly, across the tops of the thighs, gradually filling the legs, moving down past the knees, gently filling the backs of the heels, through the feet, down right to the edges of the toes. Each time you inhale, a little bit more colour coming into the body. Each time you exhale, a little bit more intensity of that colour sinking down into the ground. Just thinking about any tension on the surface of the body, sliding down into that pool of colour that's underneath you. Think about the front of the forehead, just letting any sensations of tension slide across the forehead, down either side of your head, pooling underneath the back of the neck. Think about the shoulders gradually widening, any tension just sliding down the sides of the arms, pooling underneath you. Just gently breathing in, breathing out. Each inhale, bringing in coolness, just a gentle colour. Each exhale, helping you sink down into the surface, just a little bit lower, a little bit deeper into that colour. Each time you exhale, just letting go any thoughts that might be floating around the mind. Just let them drift away. Each inhale, just bringing that colour in, letting it flow gently around the body. Each time you exhale, that colour just gets a little bit heavier, sinks down underneath you. Just letting the tongue and the mouth relax, letting any tension from the jaw just slide away down the side of the face into that colour at the back of the neck. Slowly letting the rib cage expand with the inhale, gentle contraction with the exhale. Each time you inhale, just thinking about that colour that you chose, just letting it circle around, thinking about the gentle circling of the breath, round on the inhale, completing the circle on the exhale. Breathing at your own speed. Just thinking about that colour, taking all the tension away from you. Gradually As you inhale now, the colour just becoming slightly fainter. Gently starting to breathe in, clearer, more transparent inhale. Each time you exhale, more of the colour just gently moving out from underneath you. Taking any tension with it. Just letting that colour move away from you. Just letting your body completely relax into its shape. Letting all the tension just dissolve into a pool of that colour, letting it flow away from you. Fingers, toes feeling quite heavy. Just thinking about everything drawing you down into the surface you're resting on. Slowly breathing in, circling the breath round to breathe out. We breathe in, just very, very gently bring the fingertips towards each other, bring them towards the thumb, just a gentle squeeze of the hand. Exhale, just releasing the hand, stretching out the fingers. And again, when you're ready to inhale, just drawing the fingers in, thinking about getting hold of the breath, drawing it in towards you. Exhale, just gently stretching out the fingers, letting the breath go. Just a few more with your own breath speed. Think about drawing the fingers in as you inhale, and then stretching the fingers out as you exhale. Maybe just starting to think about the feet, a little bit of movement in the toes, just moving them around. And as you exhale, stretching the fingers out, just thinking about pushing into your heel, maybe stretching out the feet. Closing the fingers together, curling the toes, and then stretching out as you exhale. And then just starting to think about maybe turning the hands, palms facing up as we inhale, exhale, turning the hands over, pushing the hands away, pushing the feet away. And just one more of these. Inhale, turning the hands over. Exhale, turning them back, thinking about pushing the hands away from you, pushing the feet away. And then, if you want to, just starting to gently open the eyes, bring a little bit more movement back into the hands and the feet. Circling the wrists, circling the feet. And just gently bringing yourself back into an awareness, back into the room.